I mean, it's so out there and beyond my understanding to
Mhm.
have a guy around every night. I feel like it would cramp my style a
Mhm.
lot.
Do you ever wish that you were in a monogamous relationship?
Oh gosh, that seems like a lot of work. A lot of work.
Really?
Yes, especially like during COVID, where we've had more freedom.
Mhm.
That's a terrible way to put it. I don't know. I've never been a monogamist. Never. I've never, yeah, never. So, I mean, it's so out there and beyond my understanding to
Mhm.
have a guy around every night. I feel like it would cramp my style a
Mhm.
lot because I've never had that. As soon as Cody and I married, that was the third wife, and so I. I really like the independence that I have, and I love the freedom that I have. And I love that I can just have those evenings where I'm wearing the grossest, most comfortable clothes ever. And I'm just, curled up on the couch with the girls eating popcorn and playing games or something,
Yeah.
That's such a, I feel bad whenever I say things like that, really bad. But
I wish I had that right now. I wish I could.
yeah.
I wish
So
I could have.
you're married?
I have, yes, yes.
Well, okay, that's the deal. I
Mhm.
don't have a guy around all the time. I have so much freedom. If I'm like, oh my gosh, girls, we've got to go to Sedona for the day, we just go to Sedona for the day. We
Mhm.
stay in our car right now, mind you, but we go on these beautiful drives and we have adventures. And oh my gosh, there would always be someone else I'd have to talk to about it. The hard part about the whole thing is that I do have to do repairs myself. Like
Yeah.
if the fridge breaks down, I have to call the appliance guy. Or if something happens because it's a water haul area, and so I have to have a guy bring water. So when I run out of water, I have to make the call. So I have to do things like that. Like if I need a mechanic or an electrician or things like that,
Mhm.
then I have to do that part. And I don't like to do that part really. But I think after a while, you just get used to it.
I mean, what was the hardest period that you and Cody, in your opinion, had to go through?
That is such a cute question, Christina. Oh my gosh. And there's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been a lot of ups and downs.
Mhm.
And where the thing that I struggle with most is when I feel like I don't have a say or when I feel like I'm not as important or things like that. And certainly anytime we've had major decisions, I go through a time where I'm like, does my opinion really even matter here?
Mhm.
And that's when we struggle the most is when I feel like I don't really have a say or I don't really have an opinion. Things are just going so differently than I see them going with the different moves than we've done. And so that's when it's hardest for me is I'm kind of like, I'm not really seeing that I'm an equal partner in this whole relationship thing. And that's when it's difficult, is when I don't feel like I have say. No, I don't like that part.
Does that get easier over the years, or is that still something that you constantly struggle with, even though?
Yeah, that's not something that I've ever grown out of. I'm
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
saying. No, not to me. I think there's ups and downs, and there's different times where things are, and I'd say overall things are steady.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, where it still happens.
It
Yeah.
still happens. And how do you deal with jealousy issues with the other wives? Does that come up for you as well?
When I am feeling most down about myself, and as in like when I feel insecure, that's when I get jealous.
Mm.
And so if I don't care and I want them to have a good relationship, I'm fine. But when I'm less looking at me more and thinking that I'm less than or doing the evil word of comparing, that's when I get jealous. But once I don't know, there's a saying that Janelle gave it to McKelty forever ago. There was a cute declaration. It was something like, whenever I feel sad, I just tell myself to knock it off, whatever. And I don't, and I can't even remember it. Anyway, I need to obviously get that. But when I feel bad about myself, I can get jealous.
Yeah.
But that's just not a place I like to live in and dwell in. And the thing is Cody has something different with each one of us. It's a different kind of a relationship. And if I want to have a great relationship, the worst thing that I could do is look at how he is with other people, or with his other wives. And that would be deteriorating. So what I just do is look at what I have instead. There's so many things that I'm grateful for.
Right.
There's so many things that I have. And so I think the opposite of jealousy would be security and gratitude, And
Definitely.
so I have to have a gratitude journal. I'm just saying every morning I have to write down things that I'm grateful for and just be positive and to go about it that way, because I have value and I have worth. And for the most part, I have very important things to say. I'm just saying.